Throughout the summer, we are taking our This is Carolina segment on the road, highlighting lesser-known places to spend some quality time with your family. And this week, Meredith Heline takes us to Hartsville and into nature. Meredith.
Caitlin, when you think of summertime activities for the whole family, things like water parks, the pool, beach, the movies, that's what comes to mind. But if you're looking for a way to get a little exercise while taking in our area's natural beauty, Kalmia Gardens is the perfect spot.
Kalmia Gardens is truly a hidden gem.
Tucked between Carolina Avenue and Black Creek.
There are many people who are just completely unaware they pass it every day.
Opening in 1935, Kalmia Gardens was founded by Mrs. May Coker.
She basically wanted Kalmia Gardens to be an outdoor classroom, a public garden where people could come, experience nature, become one with nature, and do it for free.
With the help of Coker College, the garden has remained free to explore, collecting fees for special programs and space rental for events. The garden operates mainly on donations. The property is a sprawling 35 acres with an upper, more traditional garden and a 60-foot bluff, making way for a more untamed, wild oasis.
And anytime you get a change in topography, you get a change in the plant community. There's a variety of wetland plants down there. It's dominated by really big cypress trees and tupelo trees. There's a boardwalk that crosses over Black Creek.
The trails and boardwalks are well marked and maintained. You're surrounded by trees of all types, including the garden's namesake, Kalmia latifolia, or mountain laurel.
All these mountain species are here because of glaciation. It's a remnant population from glacial times.
While the ice never reached South Carolina, animal and plant life moved south during that time.
Thousands of years elapse. The glaciers retreat, northern species retreat back behind the glaciers, except for ones that had a special niche, a special spot where they could survive. And Kalmia Gardens is that niche. So when you're at the far end of the garden and you're surrounded by these species, botanically speaking, you're traveling back in time at how southeastern forests used to look thousands and thousands of years ago.
If you keep a sharp eye, you'll also get a glimpse of one of the rarest trees in the country.
Torreya taxifolia is one of the most endangered conifers in North America. And we have it here as a specimen in the gardens, and we're hopeful that we can take cuttings from this tree and reintroduce it back into its native range, which is the panhandle of Florida.
The garden is dotted with benches and tables, making for a perfect picnic spot. The artesian well is accessible, pumping out cold, clean water.
It's a great spot to stop and have a drink of really cold, refreshing groundwater.
The sites include more than plant life, too. A small pond makes for a wonderful theater to see the diverse wildlife. It's not just the native species either. The garden is a hot spot for bird watching.
This area is a nesting ground for neotropical migrants.
One particular species, the Terry warbler or swamp canary, can not only be seen but heard throughout the garden.
Its song says, "Sweet, sweet, sweet," which is exactly how I think this little bird looks. It is an amazingly sweet little bird.
Closing at dusk, trips to the gardens can last as long as you would like.
It's easy to spend an entire day at the gardens. Pack a lunch, come walk our trails. And again, there's not too many places where you could have a whole day of fun and excitement for free.
And if you'd like more information, or if you'd like to attend one of their more structured programs that the garden has to offer, you can find all of that on the Kalmia Gardens webpage from our website, WMBFnews.com. You can just find it under the local and This is Carolina tabs. In the studio, I'm Meredith Heline, WMBF News.